Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you to the lecture number 20 of Electric Circuit Analysis 1. Today we are going to study some applications of source-free RC circuit. But before moving on to solving some problems and examples related to RC circuit, we'll first recall and revise the previous knowledge gains again regarding source-free RC circuit. In the previous lecture, we found that the voltage response of a RC circuit when there is no external excitation or source is V of t is equal to V naught into e raised to power minus t by RC. And RC is the time constant which is represented by tau. V naught is the initial voltage that is stored in the capacitor at time t is equal to 0. So we can replace this RC by the time constant tau, and time constant is the time required for the voltage to decay to the value of 1 over E or 0.368 of the initial value V naught. The current across the resistor was by Ohm's law V of t by R. By simply dividing this entire equation by the resistance value, we can find the current across the resistance. Now energy at any time t is equal to 0 is V at time t is equal to 0 1 by 2 C V naught square. V naught because we are using the value at time voltage at time t is equal to 0. Circuits with more than one resistor, in case we have more than one resistor, then we have to find the R equivalent or the Thevenin at the terminals of the capacitor. And once the Thevenin equivalent resistance or the R equivalent resistance found, then we transform the given circuit into the standard RC circuit and find the unknown value. For example, current across the circuit, voltage across the capacitor, and energy stored in the circuit. Now moving on to example number 7.1, we are given a circuit in which the initial voltage stored in the capacitor is 15 volt, and we have to find the voltage across the capacitor at any time t. The Vx, the voltage across is 12 ohm resistor, and Ix, the current moving through this resistor at time greater than 0. So first of all, what we'll do is, I just taught you that when we have more than one resistor, we take the R equivalent or the Thevenin equivalent resistance of the circuit at the terminals of capacitor. So we have to leave this capacitor as it is. We have to intact and take the R equivalent of the remaining circuit, that's it, this 5 ohm, this 8 ohm, and this 12 ohm, and then transform the circuit into its standard form. So now in order to find the finding the equivalent resistance, we see that this 8 ohm and this 12 ohm are in series to each other. We can take the series equivalent, which is 8 plus 12 becomes 20. So now you can see that these two resistors, this 5 ohm and this 20 ohm, are in parallel to each other with respect to the terminals of the capacitor. So we take the parallel equivalent of this 5 ohm in parallel to 20, both will multiply in the numerator and divide in the denominator. 100 by 25, it comes up to 4 ohm. So now the standard RC circuit is R equivalent in parallel to the capacitor, and the R equivalent value is 4 ohm. So now we have to find the time constant value, which is R equivalent times C. The R equivalent value we just found is 4 ohm. C, the capacitor value is given as 0.1 farad, and by inserting in the value, we get to know that the time constant is 0.4 second. Now V of C is equal to V naught into e raised to the power minus t by tau. V of 0 is given that 15 volt, E minus t, we just find that tau value is 0.4 second. By simply using a calculator, we get to know that V of C, the capacitor voltage at any instant t, is 15 into e raised to power minus 2.5 t volts. Now in order to find the value of voltage across this 12 ohm, what we do is, we know that the value across these two terminals is Vc. This Vc is being divided in across this resistor and this resistor. This means that we have to use voltage divider rule in order to find the voltage across one of the series elements. So by voltage divider rule, what we do is, we divide the same resistance by the sum of the resistance among which the voltage is being divided, multiplied by the voltage applied, which is Vc. So by inserting in value 12 divided by 12 plus 8 into Vc, which we just found as 15 into e raised to power minus 2.5t. We get to know that the value Vx is 9 into e raised to power minus 2.5t. Now Ix is the same current flowing through this resistor, so the voltage across this resistor divided by the resistance value using Ohm's law, we can find the value of current Ix, which is 0.75 into e raised to power minus 2.5t. Now moving on to practice problem, that is it with this example. Moving on to practice problem number 7.1, we are given it, which is a similar scenario. The initial voltage at time t is equal to 0 across the capacitor is 60 volt. We have to find the capacitor voltage at time t greater than 0. Vx, which is here defined as the voltage across a 6 ohm for time t greater than 0, and then I naught, which is the current flowing through the 8 ohm resistor. So first of all, what we'll do is we will transform this into a standard source free RC circuit. So we have to take the equivalent of these three resistance in parallel to this capacitor, which is 1.3 or 0.33 farad. So while taking the equivalent, you can see that these two are in parallel, that is the 6 ohm and 12 ohm are in parallel. We find the parallel equivalent of these two, and we get to know that 6 ohm in parallel to 12 ohm yields 4 ohm. Now this 4 ohm is in series with this 8 ohm. Taking the resistance, equivalent resistance, we get to know that 4 ohm is in series with 8 ohm and it becomes 12 ohm. So now the standard RC circuit is R equivalent in parallel to the capacitor. So it is 12 ohm in parallel to this capacitor value, which is already given as 1/3 of farad. Now the time constant is equal to resistance value into the capacitor value. Resistance is 12 ohm in the standard RC circuit and capacitor value in this circuit is 1/3 farad. We get to know that tau is equal to 4 second over here. Now V of C, the capacitor voltage at time t is greater than 0, is initial voltage into e raised to power minus t by tau. By inserting in the value of initial, which was 60 volt, tau 4 second, we get to know that the capacitor voltage is 60 e raised to power minus 2.5 t volts. Now the last value that we have to find, the second last value that we have to find is Vx, which is shown as the voltage across this 6 ohm resistor. So which is voltage divided between, now these two are in parallel, so this value Vx is the voltage divided between these two. So we'll first of all take the parallel equivalent of this, that is 4 ohm. First of all, taking the parallel equivalent of 6 and 12, which is 4 ohm, and then the 4 ohm and this 8 ohm divides this Vc among them using voltage divider rule. So by voltage divider rule, this 4 ohm, the parallel equivalent is now 4 ohm divided by 4 plus 12 into the applied in the voltage of the capacitor, which is 60 e raised to power minus 2.25 minus 0.25t. We get to know that the value Vx across this terminal is 20 e raised to power minus 2.5t. I naught is the voltage, is the current across the 8 ohm resistor. So this means the voltage across the 8 ohm divided by the resistance value of 8 ohm. Now you can see that the capacitor induces a voltage in this direction. The current due to the capacitor will be flowing in the counterclock or anti-clockwise direction. However, the I naught given direction is opposite. So as the I naught and the induced polarity due to Vc are in opposite direction, that is why we insert a negative sign, a minus sign over here. Now we 8 ohm can be simplified by using KVL. Voltage Vx, we know that, we know Vc. By simply applying the mesh analysis, we get to know that V8 ohm is the Vc, the capacitor voltage, minus the 6 ohm value, which turns out to be 40 into e raised to power minus 2.5t. Now simply dividing this by 8 ohm, we get to know that the value I naught across the circuit is minus 5 into e raised to power minus 2.5t amperes. Lastly, we'll perform another example in which we are given a circuit which has a switch at time t is equal to 0. The switch is open. This means the capacitor is initially charged to some value, and when the switch opens, this part of the circuit is disconnected from the network, and we are just left with this 9 ohm, 1 ohm and 20 millifarad in the circuit. Since the voltage applied is DC, and for time t is equal to 0, t is less than 0, you know that the capacitor is open circuit when the applied voltage is DC. So when before time t is equal to 0, that is when time is less than 0, the switch was closed, and when the switch was closed, the capacitor was open circuit. So this was the network that we were getting. So we, in order to find the value of capacitor at time t is equal to 0, we get to know that this value is in parallel to this 9 ohm, and first of all this 1 ohm finishes off, because you know that anything in series with an open circuit is nullified. So by finding the voltage across the 9 ohm, we can say that since these two are in parallel, the capacitor voltage is also the same. So 9 ohm voltage can be found by simply using voltage divider rule. This is the voltage 20 volt which is being divided among this 3 ohm resistor and this 9 ohm resistor. By simply using voltage divider rule, inserting in the value 9 plus 9 divided by 9 plus 3, sum of the two resistors, into the applied voltage, we get to know that the 9 ohm voltage 9 ohm resistor gets a voltage of 15 volt, which is in parallel to the capacitor. So the capacitor should also get the same value, which is 15 volt for time is equal to less than 0, and at time t is equal to 0, the capacitor gets charged up to a value of 15 volt. Now for time greater than 0, t is greater than 0, the switch is open and all this part is disconnected from the circuit. We are only left with this 9 ohm, 1 ohm and the capacitor. Now in order to transform this standard this into a standard RC circuit, we have to take the equivalent of these two. The equivalent is simply addition of 9 plus 1, which is 10 ohm, since these two are in series, and the standard RC circuit is R equivalent in parallel to the capacitor, which is 10 ohm in parallel to this capacitor value. Now first of all we have to define the time constant value, which is T is equal to R into C. R is always the standard RC circuit value, R equivalent into C. We get to know that tau is 0.2 second. Now voltage of the capacitor from at time t greater than 0 is VC is equal to VC at 0, that is V naught into e raised to power minus t by tau. By inserting it the value of V naught, which we just found that it is 15 volt, tau is 0.2 second, we get to know that the value of the capacitor at any time greater than 0 is 15 e raised to power minus 5t volts. Now to find the initial energy stored in the capacitor, which is by definition is equal to V of C at time t is equal to 0, is 1 by 2 CVC at time t is equal to 0. So VC at time t is equal to 0, which we just found is 15. The capacitor value is already given in the question. By simply inserting in the value and taking the square of this, we get to know that the energy stored in the circuit is 2.25 joules in this circuit. So this is it for this lecture. In case you have any problems in understanding or getting any concept in given or delivered in this lecture, please do let me know in the question answer session relevant to this lecture. All the best to you. Take care. Bye.